Hey everyone, thanks so much for coming to watch this video. Today I'm going to show you this, which is a delicious giant peanut butter cup Lego man. There's something about chocolate and peanut butter that you just cannot go wrong with. To make this massive, delicious hunk of chocolatey peanut butter gooiness, I'm going to use this Lego man mold, which I bought off Amazon. And of course, the most important ingredient you'll need is chocolate. So these little chocolate bits are for Michael's. Of course, you can just go to the store and get a chocolate bar if you want. You're gonna melt those. Make sure that you guys are careful if you do melt it in the microwave, because sometimes it can start burning. So you wanna make sure that you're checking and stirring frequently. But oh my goodness, this looks so good. Once you're happy with how your chocolate looks, you pour it in the mold, and I didn't use any sort of oil or anything on my mold, and it turned out perfectly fine. So depending on the mold that you use, you might want to add oil. So while I'm pouring this in, and you'll see that I eventually spread it out, the most important thing that I'm doing is ensuring that all parts of the mold are covered evenly. So I'm spreading around the chocolate with a spoon, and then later on I'm going to pick it up and move it around, and just again trying to make sure that every area of the mold is covered evenly. Picking this mold up with this chocolate was definitely one of my favorite parts of making this, you guys. The chocolate just looks so delicious and just flowed back and forth so easily, and I just could not wait to put the peanut butter in. Once I was happy with my first layer of chocolate after spreading it around like this, I put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes, and this is how it looked afterwards. So as you can see, it's hard now, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks in terms of the evenness throughout the mold. So moving on to the best part, which is the peanut butter filling. For the filling, you're gonna need 3 ingredients. So you have your peanut butter, icing sugar, and a teeny tiny bit of salt. So I used Kraft smooth peanut butter. I'm sure you can use the crunchy peanut butter too if you guys want a little bit more texture. And you're just gonna scoop this in. This is 1 cup of peanut butter, and it worked out perfectly for my Lego man. And then you're gonna mix in half a cup of icing sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And carefully mix it through. Obviously that powder might go flying out. And you guys, no melting, no cooking, no nothing for this. Just stir it up, and then you're gonna be ready to go. Okay, so it's all stirred up, and this is what it looks like. Pretty much looks like peanut butter with a little bit more of a texture. And I couldn't help but try a little bit. And you guys, it tastes so good. So it obviously tastes like peanut butter, but it has a little bit more of a sweet and salty taste, and the texture is a little bit thicker, and I guess maybe a little bit more rough than smooth peanut butter, I guess you could say. So moving on, you're just gonna plop this all in there. This already looks so good. Oh my goodness, yum yum yum. So I'm just spreading this stuff out generously throughout the whole thing. I'm gonna use it all up and just plop it right in there, and again just trying to get into all the corners and little cracks and stuff like that to make sure that every area has the delicious peanut butter filling. Okay, looking pretty good. So I put it in the fridge again for about 15-20 minutes until it was hard, like as in not sticky to the touch. And I just moved right along to the last step, which is covering it with chocolate. And then it's gonna be ready to eat. So exciting. Here we are back at the delicious chocolate, you guys. So you're just gonna coat the peanut butter gooey deliciousness. Oh my goodness, look how good this looks with the chocolate that you have. And make sure that it's just completely covered, and it should be good to go once you put it in the fridge one last time to harden the last layer of chocolate. Okay, this is looking amazing. I am so happy with how this is turning out. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge one last time, and boom, there we go. It is all done, and I am so ready to take out this mold, cut this thing up, and just try it. It's gonna be so tasty. I just started by carefully peeling the mold around the edges to ensure that there wasn't any big chunks that would come off my Lego man. Once I had the edges peeled off, I just flipped it onto the table, and now I'm going to peel off the mold. Wow, 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 I'm so happy with how this turned out. This mold truly is amazing. It worked so well that it just looks like a perfect little brown Lego man. And I shouldn't say Lego because this thing is big, so a perfect big Lego man. So good. Okay, time to cut into this thing and see what it tastes like. So mine was still quite hard from the fridge, and I decided to just press into it, and you can see that it completely cracked by the legs, and I was like, oh no. So I highly recommend just trying to saw, or obviously putting it at, or sorry, getting it to room temperature prior to cutting, and I think that'll make it easier. Okay, so I just had to chop right through that bottom layer, which was pretty thick, but obviously it's going to be so good. And then I finally can check out what my peanut butter cup looks like. Alright, I think it's time to try this delicious treat. So I'm just going to try one of the feet here, and I'll just put this back together. It's so delicious. Okay, I'm going to take a big bite. So good, you guys. The crunchy chocolate, the soft inside. It's so exciting. I can't even believe it. So good. I'm just going to keep snacking on this piece while I thank you guys for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed watching me mix together chocolate and peanut butter and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share our video. Thanks so much, everyone!